Sew a men's suit. Men's suits could range from sports jackets paired with slacks to the more formal jacket, dress shirt, vest, and pants combo. If you plan to undertake sewing for a man in your life, be warned that this project is not for the faint of heart. You should be very confident in your clothes sewing skills before you decide to put together a suit. If you have your mind and your heart set in undertaking this project, read on as this article guides you in sewing a suit for men. Decide on what type of suit you want to create. There are 4 basic looks for the men's suits. The British single-breasted suit looks very stately, while the double-breasted are favored by more Americans. Tall men typically go for the Italian single-breasted, while those who want to look edgy go for the suits that are Asian Mandarin inspired. Once you have decided on what type will fit the wearer best, locate the patterns for the components of the suit. Catalogs tend to offer a limited selection, so be prepared for a long and arduous search for the best patterns. Go to your local fabric store and look through their pattern selection. Go to online stores for patterns of the latest and trendiest men's suit styles. Some fashion magazines also feature patterns for men's suits. You just need to be patient when looking for the perfect pattern for your project. Choose the fabrics that you will be using for the project. You can choose to follow the fabric guidelines indicated in the pattern envelope, or you can experiment with different fabrics to create a look all your own. The most inexpensive material that you can opt for is polyester. This fabric is not very easy to work with and can become stuffy, especially for areas with hot climates. For the pants and the jacket, go for wool or gabardine. If you are making the shirt that will go with the suit, try purchasing cotton or polyester blends. If you intend to line the pants, vest, and jacket, buy either polyester or satin. While at the fabric store, make sure that you also get the notions listed in the pattern sheet. These are the buttons, zipper, collar lining felt, and matching threads. Cut the fabric based on your suit's pattern. The pattern is a huge factor in successfully sewing a suit. Cut the patterns out of its sheet with a pair of sharp scissors. Make sure that the patterns are accurate and wrinkle-free by gently running an iron over its surface. Set the iron on low to avoid scorching the material. For first-timers, it is advisable that you cut the patterns for one item at a time. Take the wearer's measurements and use these to adjust the pattern. Most good ones indicate shortening or lengthening lines that allow you to remove or add extra paper based on the measurements that you have taken. Following the guidelines in the directions that come with the pattern, pin the papers on the fabric. Do not unpin it after cutting the fabric. These will make it easier for you to identify which of the pieces the fabric is for. Assemble and sew the parts to make the suit. Make sure that you follow the directions from the pattern to the letter. It is best to finish one piece before moving on to the next. Keep the iron by your side to press the seams that you have just sewn. Once you have finished putting together the pants and the jacket, ask the wearer to try the suit on. This way, you can alter the length or size of these pieces before proceeding to the vest and the shirt. There are many online forums that give great suggestions on how to properly sew the pieces of your suit together. You can also find great tips on attaching buttons and sewing on zippers if you know which sites to visit.